There was an hepatitis A outbreak in European Union in 22 states of health area of European Union from June 2016 to March 2018. 17,000 cases of lab-confirmed hepatitis A have been reported. You can see here the incidence of hepatitis C across years from 2013 was a plate graphic with a similar rate between male and female. Then from June 2016, you can see an increase, a sharp increase in the number of cases of hepatitis A, and most of these cases have been observed in males, and the rate between the males and females were more than 7 during this period. And in 4,000 outbreak confirmed cases were sequenced, and from around 4,000 of these, there were 3 different subtypes of virus which circulated in Europe during this time. The most represented was VRD521, the so-called UK strain. There was a second strain which was identified for the first time in the Netherlands after Gay Pride in June. It was RIVM. You can find it in amber. And then another strain which was identified for the first time in Germany and was found in a minority of lab-confirmed sequenced case. So you can see that there was this kind of epidemic, and there was a wide increase. The maximum, the plateau was reached in March 2017 after less than 1 year after the first cases, and you can see here that now we are going to a decrease in the number of cases of this infection. I will give you now the data from Italy. This is the first presentation. You can see here this is a presentation of case occurred in published on PLOS ONE in 2017. And was a presentation of case occurred in central Italy, near the area of Rome, the Lazio region. You can see here that the outbreak started on August 2016, and you can see that the number of cases increases sharply until April 2017, when this analysis, this report was stopped. Here the strain was the UK strain only. The rate of the strain, Netherlands strain, was a minority, probably because the assessment was very early in the phase of epidemic. What happened in Lombardy, in northern Italy, there was a spread and an outbreak. We started at least 4 months after the outbreak in central Italy. The outbreak started in Milano. We have seen the first cases on January 7th of 2017 after a party on the New Year's Eve, and we among the 30 or 40 participants to this party, 10 have been referred to our hospital, so there was a small epidemic. And from this epidemic, we have seen in Lombardy more than 1,000 cases with a rate per 100,000, 9.51. You can see here that the number of cases is now decreasing, and the plateau was reached on March 2017. And we can see here that the age and gender of, these are the data of the regional epidemiological service. You can see, you can see that in the age between 20 and 49, the incidence was very high, completely different from the incidence in the year before, 2015, 2016. And there was also a spillover of the epidemic in females. You can see here that also in females of the same age range, the incidence of hepatitis A has increased. and it was mainly found in the metropolitan Milano area. You can see here that in Milano the incidence was 12 per 100 person years. However, also near Milano, in the yellow part in the Bergamo area, which is near Milano, there was also an incidence of 10 per 100,000 person years. And if you look at the town of Milano, we have observed 454 cases until April 2017, and most of them have been observed in the center of Milano, in the brown area. You can see here the highest incidence was 22 cases, and lower incidence were observed in suburban area near Milano. We also analyzed quarter by quarter, which was the incidence, and the incidence was higher in the so-called gay area of Milano that is near Porta Venezia. In this area, the incidence was above 40 per 100,000. And you can see here that there were two different strains. So it was an heterogeneous epidemic, different from the epidemic in central Italy. There was first, the two strains circulated together, and with a first peak of the Netherlands strain and then a second peak of the UK strain. So there was epidemic was heterogeneous, different for strains and different for time and trends versus the central Italy region. These are the data of 244 cases that we have observed. 144 declared to have had sex with males, where male having declaring sex with males, 59%. You can see here the difference was in the educational level. You can see here that the degree of education was higher in MSM than in patient reporting hepatitis A without reporting MSM intercourse. And you can see that travel in HIV endemic countries was low. We have a record of travel in countries where there was the epidemic, such as Netherlands, UK, and Germany. Most of the patients in MSM had sexual risk contact in the month before diagnosis, and you can see here that 21% were HIV positive in this group. According to the severity, most of infection were not severe. There were only 14% with criteria of severe liver injury, according to EASL, with jaundice and INR, which was higher than 1.5. And we have no liver transplant, no death in these 244 cases. The cost of these cases was 500,000 euro, and if we assume that the cost was the same for all the cases in the area of Milano, around 1 million euro was spent for this epidemic from the national to regional system. These are the data in our hospital. We have seen 49 MSM with acute hepatitis A infection, 11 were HIV positive and 38 HIV negative. The dynamic in HIV negative was different from the time trends in HIV positives. Probably there were different networks among these patients. And one thing which we observed was that there was no difference in the severity of liver disease. You can see here the level, the peak of ALT, ST, bilirubin, NIR were the same. However, in HIV MSM, the level of education was lower, and the rate of unprotected sexual intercourse was higher. An interesting information was that we have seen in 23% of HIV negative MSM other sexually transmitted co-infection, which were present in 73% of HIV positive MSM. We have seen syphilis, non-gonococcal urethritis, gonococcal urethritis. An interesting report was that we observed a 10% rate of carrier of Neisseria meningitis among patient MSM HIV negative, showing that probably hepatitis A is something that occurred in a context of different sexually transmitted disease, and so all the patients with hepatitis A and all MSM at risk should be screened for other sexually transmitted disease, should be in sexually transmitted disease, and I also include the Neisseria meningitis among these kind of disease should be prevented with vaccination, the contact of this patient with a clinic. And this is also enforced by this data observed by the one STD clinic in Milano, of Policlinic of Milano, which screen for hepatitis E and hepatitis A, MSM attending the STD clinic and compared MSM with a control group of blood donors. You can see here that the prevalence of antibody against hepatitis A was increasing with age, from 30% in those with age less than 35 and 45%, 80% in the age over 55. So the oldest MSM are probably protected against hepatitis A, and the rate of immunity, which is 70%, that is associated with a lack of transmission, is probably lacking younger. So this explains why we observe this infection with a high peak of incidence in younger patients. We have seen that the prevalence of hepatitis A has increased in 2017, only 6%. These data were collected in the first 4 months of 2017. Another interesting point is that in MSM, the rate of hepatitis E reactivity was quite high and did not increase over time. And if we compare the prevalence of hepatitis E in HIV positive and HIV negative MSM and MSM with a control group, you can see here that the prevalence of antibodies against hepatitis E in MSM is 2 times higher than in the control group, and is around 3 times higher in HIV negative MSM with reactivity for syphilis, around 2.74%. And it's the same that we observe in hepatitis A. You can see here that the prevalence of antibody against hepatitis A is higher than in the control population, and is 4 times higher, 2 times higher in patients with HIV infection. So one point is that in this population probably there is a transmission, this suggests that there is transmission not only of hepatitis A but also of hepatitis E. This should be taken into account because the severity of this disease could be higher, and then epidemic of hepatitis E may occur also in MSM. And during 2017 there was a shortage of vaccination in Italy and many European countries, and this should explain why we did not observe, even in the presence of an epidemic, an increase in the rate of vaccination of general population in Lombardy. You can see here that the rate of vaccination did not increase, even if there was this epidemic. So, in conclusion, we have a country and regional epidemiological official data will be available only in July. We should rely on published reports. We have seen in 2 different regions 2 HIV overlapping outbreaks in MSM with heterogeneous time trends across the country, and most of the cases were observed in urban areas. There were no liver failure or oral transplantation. Liver injury was severe in 14%. There was no evidence of a worse course of the disease in HIV positive. The vaccine coverage was insufficient, so the vaccine were shorted. There was a shortage of vaccine in 2017, so we have to vaccinate this person at the first contact, not to wait for an epidemic, because in the case of epidemic there will be automatically a shortage of vaccine that will be not possible to vaccinate this patient. MSM attending STD clinic or HIV clinic or PrEP clinic should undergo screening and treatment for STD, screening vaccination for Neisseria meningitis and HIV, and also surveillance for hepatitis C. Thank you for your attention. Then I move the presentation from Spain. Thank you very much.